Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome to Yoga in the Park, followed by Farmers Market. We don't always have a special guest, but we do have a special guest today. This is Nora. I have the absolute honor of sitting for her while her family is away. So, darlings, let's do it. Let's breathe together, because that is the very most important part of our yoga practice. So I would like for you to please get comfortable, and I truly mean that. If you are comfortable sitting up, by all means, stay seated, sitting upright. If you need to get into a chair, if you need to have your legs outstretched, if you need to lay down, please lay down. In fact, I would love for you to lay down, because I feel like that's when you can really relax and connect with your breath and your body. So I'm going to stay seated upright, only so that way I can monitor and guide the class. But you, my friend, please lay down. And once you get there, once you are laid down, adjust your body. Get even more comfortable. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears. Rock your head back and forth on the mat. Really adjust. Maybe grab hold of your hips. Press down through the soles of your feet and adjust your hips. Maybe wiggle those hips side to side. You might choose to start to move the skin of the face. Really relax it. Create a little bit of space in between the back of your teeth, because our jaw and hips are very connected. And the looser we make our jaw, the looser our hips will be. So once you have found your beautiful, comfortable spot, breathe and just notice how you're breathing. Noticing the quality of your breath. Is it shallow? Is it deep in your belly? Is it hanging out up in your throat? Are you noticing that your inhalations and exhalations are fast? Or are you noticing that your breath is very fluid and slow? Right now, you're only noticing without judgment. We're taking a look at our breath right now to observe it, so we know where we're starting, so we know where we're going, and then we can take a look at the end and see where we've gone. So this is the start of our beautiful yoga journey, starting it with our breath. So take a few more moments. I'll stay quiet for a moment so that way you can tune into your breath. And once you found it, now we're going to start to change it. Now we're going to start to play with that breath. But before we do that, I want to give you a little bit of information about why we breathe, why it's so important. Well, inside of your body, you have your vagus nerve, and it runs all the way from your brain down to the base of your spine. It's internal. It's a very deep, thick, important organ. This nerve helps regulate the body. It is keenly linked to our parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system controls everything in our body that is automated, like our breathing, our blinking, our heartbeat, for examples. So when we breathe slowly, we send a signal to our brain, to our vagus nerve, telling us that we are safe, that we can rest, and that we can relax. So it's like we're tapping in, kind of hardwiring our system to tell us exactly when to relax. So if we cultivate a practice of breathing slowly, we can adjust and hardwire our brains to tap into this amazing power of relaxing our bodies anytime we need it. So, this practice is going to be about listening to your breath now, feeling it being slow and relaxed, so that way when you're outside of this amazing chill setting, and when we're out in the matrix, in the real world, when chaos is ensuing around us and we feel it, maybe we'll feel our chest getting tight, or we'll feel our breath getting shallow. That is when we know, because we've practiced, we got to know our own bodies, that's when we know something's not right within, and we can fix it with our breath. So with all that being said, let's practice it now. So we have to breathe slower. So we'll take longer inhales, slower inhales, like we're sipping the air through a straw, and it is abundant around us, meaning there's no rush, there's no limit. You have enough air, you are breathing. So just know that, and see if you can slow down your breath, slow down that inhale. So I'm going to use the visual of my hands to show you how my breathing is happening. Yours was going to be different than mine. This is just a visualization. Do your best, work with your breath and your body. So to begin, we're gonna start with just really slow inhales, and we're gonna let the exhale go to begin, all right? Let's dive in, y'all. Inhaling in deep through the belly. And pausing, release the air. Let's try again, inhaling in slowly, deeply. And releasing. Again, slow inhale. And release. Again, inhaling slowly into the belly. And release. Last time for the slow inhale, then we're going to incorporate the exhale. Inhale slow. And release. So this time, we're going to inhale slowly still, but then our exhale is going to be even slower. So you see these hands barely moving? This is what the exhale is going to be like. The struggle here is going to be exhaling slowly. You might feel like you're not breathing, but you are, because we're exhaling. So just get to know it, play with it. Try not to beat yourself up. Try to have a good time here. Know that you're in control. Anytime that you feel like you're not breathing, just do what you gotta do. Take your inhale, release your exhale out, whatever it is. And when you do feel safe, when you do feel comfortable, come on back. I'm gonna be here with you. So here we go. Taking that nice, slow, sipping inhale in through the nose, deep down into your belly. Here we go. Pause, and then release slowly. Beautiful. Inhale in. just like that. Inhaling really slow, feeling that belly really expand and stretch on your inhale like you're a gigantic, beautiful balloon. Pause when you reach the top. Feel what it's like to be filled up with air. And then when you're ready, slowly start to allow that belly to deflate. And then when you reach the bottom of your exhale, really feel your belly pulling back in towards your spine. And once you feel that emptiness, then allow yourself to breathe in. Allow that belly to fill up once again. So we're creating this amazing, beautiful dance, going back and forth, breathing. Excellent work. We're now going to start to move our body. For this first part, if you are still lying down, you are welcome to stay there. But if you're ready to get up into an upright seated position, take a moment. Please take your time, rolling over into a fetal posture first, and then gently pushing yourself up into a seat. I'll explain what we're going to get up to while you decide to make any transitions. We're going to start moving our eyeballs and our tongue. We're going to do them simultaneously. So I know I've got some sun spectacles on. You cannot see my eyes, so you have to listen to my voice. First, we're going to take it slow. We're going to start with only our eyeballs. We're going to look up. We're not moving our head at all. We're just going to lift our eyeballs up, looking upwards towards the sky. Then we're going to look to the right. Then we're looking down. Then we're looking to the left. And we're going to continue to take our eyeballs on this journey. Now, you can move with your eyeballs as fast or as slow as you want to, just so long as the eyeballs are moving. And if this sort of like plus sign shape is not it for you for whatever reason, and you want to take your eyes on a roll, go for it, because that is ultimately where we're headed. I'm just breaking it down for you so you understand what's going on. So that is the eyeballs. If having your eyes open is way too much, go ahead and close your eyes and you can do the same exact movement. So that's what's going on with the eyes. So the tongue, I won't really be able to speak to you while we're doing it, but we're going to make a circle with our tongue as well. We're going to keep the lips closed and we're going to do the circle. So here we go. And it's kind of up to you. If you want to do the eyes and the tongue at the same time, awesome, go for it. If you want to do them one at a time, that is your prerogative. Do what feels best and most comfortable in your body. So we're taking the eyes on a circle and going on a roll. We're going to do the same thing with the tongue. We're going to try to go around for 5 to 7 times. Here we go again. Beautiful work. Let's switch directions. We're going to start with the eyes again, going in the T shape if that's how you want to begin. But if you want to just go ahead and take those eyes on a roll, go for it. Here we go. Incorporating the tongue as well. Beautiful work. If you were laying down, it's now time for you to join us up in an upright seat. We're going to start working out the neck and shoulder region. So just like we did with the eyeballs, we're gonna take our head into that T shape, that plus shape. We'll start by drawing the chin down towards the chest. Then we'll take the right ear over the right shoulder. We'll lift the nose up towards the sky. Left ear over left shoulder. So you can take this in a fluid motion. Or if you're happy with the cross, you can even add on by bringing a hand up and around. If you want to stay and hang out, maybe you really have some neck issues that are going on, so you want to spend some extra time here. That's when we'll incorporate the hands to get a deeper stretch, even getting a massage in the body if that's what's needed. But if that is not needed for you today, then we'll just continue on in our fluid motion. Or if you just enjoy how it feels going kind of in a more plus sign shape, you choose, because this is your practice, this is your body, and you are in control of how you move it. Moving as fast or as slow as you want to. My neck is needing to move slower today. I woke up with a little crick in it. I think I slept a little strangely. So I'm just really articulating, really allowing the neck to move as it needs to. And then when those spots do come up, I'll give it a little love. Not a little, all the love. All the love I have. Oh, the clouds are coming. Oh, the clouds are coming. Hi, sweetness. All right, so we're gonna finish up this neck and switch directions if you haven't already. Beautiful. From here, we're going to get into the shoulders. We're going to do kind of a box movement like we did before with the eyeballs and the neck. We're going to lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Bring the shoulders forward. Bring them down. Then wrap them backwards. Send them back up. So we're creating a box shape. But if you want that fluid motion, go ahead and start making circles with the shoulders. If you're finding that this is not enough movement and you would like some more, you can bring the hands to the tops of the shoulders, and then you can incorporate your elbows to really help get your shoulders more open and moving. And if you find that this also is not quite enough for you and you want some more, you can bring your arms out wide and you can make even bigger circles. If you don't like that you're maybe touching the earth when you do this, you can adjust your seat. Maybe coming up onto your knees or your shins. Ooh, and I'm finding that my low back needs a little bit of a stretch out before I get into this type of shape. So I won't sit on my heels. Instead, I will come up onto my knees and my head will disappear, but that's okay. You're gonna get the idea. So we're creating space for the body because that's what's needed, if that's what's needed. The idea is to demonstrate to you that you have options and that you're not stuck in whatever shape you choose. So you find what works best for you to get into your shoulders today. And when you're ready, reverse. Beautiful. From here, we're going to get into the waist. Continuing on these circles to just bring some movement to the body. Thank you for those kisses. Get into a seated shape. Anyone that you'd like. You can be on your knees, seated, on your glutes if you'd like, legs crossed, legs out long, whatever you choose. But we're going to start taking our abdomen on a ride, on a circle, getting into the spine. So let me break it down. We're gonna lean forward, leaning over towards the left, leaning backwards, leaning to the right. So if doing this plus sign shape helps you, fantastic. Ooh, this feels really great actually. I'm gonna stick here. If you want to take it on a journey, on a circle shape, go for it. But this, oh my, this is what I need today. Ooh, and see how it can change? You can even hang out and take what you need. Like, I need this stretch right now. But if you don't need this stretch, keep up that circle shape. Woo, yes, my body is like, thank you for this. So for me, I'm feeling this in my upper glute, low back area. I'm getting a nice big massage right now in my glutes and in my low back. So I'm gonna hang out here, and this is the beauty. This is what I want you to learn and understand. That I do not care what it looks like. I care about what is happening inside of your body and what you're feeling and what you're waking up and what you're healing and what you're discovering. That is what I care about, because if we can't heal what's hurting and what's happening inside of our own bodies, what the hell are we doing out here? What are we doing out here? That's the question. That's the work. These are the things I think about when I'm on my mat. Let's reverse the circle if you haven't already. And we can also start, yes, doing the T shape, the plus sign shape. Whatever this looks like to you, maybe a sparkle. Or maybe kind of the start of a star shape. Can go make it a little more fluid, noticing how it feels, noticing how the body moves, and if maybe your shape isn't really like circling or whatever, and then adjusting, noticing, being kind to that region. Maybe we're gonna hang out here, maybe we're gonna rock a little bit side to side. Let's get into these hips some more. We're gonna come into tabletop position. So when you get here, get those knees right underneath the hips. For alignment's sake, let's get our hands right underneath our shoulders. You can kind of bring your palms here to the shoulders to test, and then drop the hands right down. Nora, I'm gonna get a little closer to you. Thank you, Dollface. So here we are in our tabletop shape, keeping the back really long, keeping that spine tall. We're going to bump our hips over towards one side. Then we're going to bring our gaze back behind us, looking at our toes, getting a big, beautiful stretch in the side body and in the hip and in the glute. Grounding down on the side that you're turned on. Pushing evenly into both palms, building strength in these shoulders. Feeling the stretch in the hip and the side body. Breathing deeply. And when you're ready, let's come back towards center. We're going to keep our gaze down towards the earth. Maybe shaking those hips a little bit side to side. And when you're ready, we'll bump the hips over towards the opposite side. And then we're going to turn our gaze to look at the other toes behind us. Same thing, breathing deeply, deep breaths, pushing down into both of your palms evenly still. Beautiful. Come on back towards center. Bump those hips a little around. Keep the gaze down at the mat. If you need to take a break off of the palms, go ahead and bring the hips back towards the heels. You can come on up, tuck the thumbs into the palms, and make some circles here with those wrists. If your wrists are feeling fine and you want to still rest anyway, go ahead and go into your child's pose. The knees can be together or the knees can be open wide in your child's pose. Whatever you'd like, whatever break is calling to you, go for it. So we're gonna come back into our tabletop position. We're gonna work our core. So you have some options for how to do this. I'm gonna show you where we're going and you can choose. So if you've done this shape before, we're gonna bring one leg out long behind us, one arm out behind us, and we're eventually gonna start moving them together this way to get some core engagement. But I wanna break it down for you first because there's a lot going on in that shape and I want you to be set up for greatness. So, if this is your first time ever getting into this shape, we want the knees to be separated, arms are gonna be down here, palms open wide. Let's start with just that leg first. So bring the leg back long behind you. And you can start playing here. You know, there's my leg, it's back there. You might want to just start maybe bringing it out, moving it around, bending the knee, playing around here, and just getting to know your leg, getting to know the strength of your arms. Okay, you might want to just start bringing the leg out long, bringing the knee to chest, just to feel it out. If this feels great and you're like, dude, I could be here all day, fantastic. That's when we're gonna bring the opposite arm in. So we'll keep our leg out long, we'll bring the opposite arm. You can just stay here, hanging out, balancing. But if you want some movement, if you want to move, go for it. Start bringing that elbow and that knee in towards each other. So breathing, moving, inhale as you yes, we're gonna inhale to get really long, exhaling to contract, breathing and moving. If you need to take a break, come on back, sit on the heels, take a break, breathe, move your wrists around. Beautiful work out there. So, I know that you were up there for quite some time. Come on off the wrists. We're moving into a child's pose, stretching out the back body, stretching out the arms, stretching out the glutes, stretching out the hamstrings and the hips. Excellent. And when you're ready, come on back in. You okay? Come on back in. We're gonna switch sides. So same thing. First testing out that leg, seeing what the leg wants to do. I just realized that I've got the pupper attached to this leg, so I'm not gonna be able to move it. Nora, come here. Good girl, thank you. Can you stay right here so then I can move my leg and then I can get a little bit of exercise? Thank you, doll face. All right, opposite leg. So yeah, if you want to just stay and only do that leg, we can. Connecting to the core, allowing the belly to be strong, allowing the back to be strong, and doing and moving what you need to do. You might find that you get to this shape and you just want to work on the arm today. Who knows? Like, whatever you need, because when we're down and even in this shape, we're building so much strength. So much is happening because all of this core needs to be turned on. All of the upper body needs to be turned on. So much power is happening in this arm. So really, make the shape your own. Move how you need to move. Breathing. Inhaling to expand. Exhaling to contract. Making it feel beautiful and fluid, maybe like you're flying. All right, you've probably had enough at this point. Come on down, take a break, lay down on your belly. Let's come on down long. We're gonna continue to get into the shoulders. I'm going to demo what it looks like, but I'm gonna maybe not be on the earth doing it with you. Just watch, and then I will come back up and speak. All right, here we go, belly on the earth. We're gonna place our forehead down on the mat. We're gonna bring our arms out long like a T. And we're going to allow the arms to hover. And then we're going to kind of make our arms fly. Pardon me, Miss Nora. Pardon me. So we're doing this to really get into the shoulders. Really articulating through the shoulders. We're using gravity as resistance. So all that's happening is I'm laying on my belly, arms are out long, and we're moving the arms up and down. Palms are facing the earth. Because we are using gravity against us, it's gonna make it harder. So what you wanna do, we'll pretend these are the backs of our shoulder blades. We're lifting them up and we're allowing them to rotate. So if you've got anything happening in these shoulders, this move is going to tell you. So yeah, we're doing like this, just moving the shoulders back and forth. Take breaks when you need to. What does a break look like? You can just be putting the arms down flat on the earth to rest. If you are on a surface that's more smooth, like maybe a hardwood floor, go ahead and use the earth to help guide you. Use it. Okay? So do what you gotta do here. Take breaks. Breathe deeply. Make sure you are breathing deeply. All right. Excellent work. Let's pause that movement. We'll take a break by staying on your belly and turning your cheek to one side. Turning the cheek to one side and allowing the arms to come down at your sides. Laying down, taking a break, breathing deeply. Breathing deeply. Excellent work. Now, when you're ready, come up slowly, come up gently. We're going to now move on to our side. We're going to get into a very long position. So the legs are going to be out long. We're going to be on our side. You can use your elbow as a brace. And if that is too much, you can come on down, lay the head down, and still allow the body to be one long line. So when you look down at your legs, you will see your feet. But what I want you to do is tuck the legs back. Let's see if you can see my shape. So now, when you take a look back, the only thing that you'll see is your kneecaps. So we are targeting right now our hips and our glute area. So the legs were long, they're tucked behind me. I need to use my arm for stability. And I might even come up here just to give my head some support. Now, To get into this hip, this glute, we're simply going to lift the knee up towards the sky, bringing it up, and then setting it back down. The key here is to move slowly, very, very slowly. Here we go. Inhaling, letting the leg come up. The exhale, remember we were practicing that slow exhale? Really bring it into play now. Really taking your time to lower this knee back down to the earth and seeing exactly what muscles are showing up and need to come here to make this so. So keep it going. We're lifting, really lifting, like really squeezing at the top when you get there. Like you gotta squeeze the glute. You might even want to bring your hand back there and grab hold of that glute muscle so you can hold it and feel exactly everything that's going on. Seeing the work that you are cultivating here. Breathing as you move. Beautiful work. We're gonna switch sides now. Taking your time to switch. And rolling over onto the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Coming on over to our side, setting ourselves up for greatness. Hand is gonna be in front to keep us from going to one side or the other. Head is supported. No, thank you, darling. Legs are out long. We're gonna curl the legs back behind me, and then up comes the left knee. Again, really squeezing the glute as it comes up and letting it fall down slowly. Breathing deeply as you move. Squeezing, grabbing hold of that glute just to see what's going on. Beautiful work. When you're ready, we're gonna come back up. We're gonna come back into our tabletop shape, pushing ourselves up. We are not done with these hips, oh no. So when you get into your tabletop shape, we're gonna ground down through one side of the body and the hands. We're going to lift up one thigh like we are coming into an angle with the leg and bringing it down. Really getting into these hips even more. If you would like more here, go ahead and take a circle with the knee as it's elevated. Breathing deeply, pushing into the palms evenly, and reversing the circle. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring both knees back down. We're going to shake the hips side to side. And when you're ready, we're going to come back in opposite side now. Grounding down, lifting the leg and bringing it back in. If this is enough for you, awesome. You can stay here. If you want to take those circles, here it is. Go for it. Breathing deeply. Always only paying attention to your sensations and your breath, not worrying about what the shapes look like. And reversing your circle when you're ready. Beautiful work. Bring the legs down to the earth. Go ahead and come into a child's pose. Stretch it out. If you need more of a stretch, let's take it into a downward facing dog. Curling our toes under, grounding down, pushing our feet into the mat, pedaling out our feet, and adjusting our feet as we move. finding some stillness for a moment or two. And when you're ready, slowly lower those knees down to the earth. Taking a moment, bringing the knees down, bringing the hips back down towards the earth. Maybe doing one more final child's posture. From here, we're gonna move onto our backs. Taking your time to get there. When you do get there onto the earth, really adjust and make yourself comfortable. Allow the legs to be out long. Allow the feet to spill out and adjust. Allow the hips to be adjusted. You might want to grab hold of the flesh, move it around. Shimmy the hips maybe. Checking in with the head, you might want to lift it up. If you've got a hoodie, maybe pull that over your head. Adjusting the shoulders down. Allowing the hands to come to the belly or maybe the heart space. Maybe you allow your legs to come out, or your arms to come down long. Whatever feels good for you in this shape. We're setting up for our final resting posture of Savasana. Allow there to be some space in between the back of your teeth. Allow the skin of your face to be soft. Allow your eyes to close. And allow your body to surrender. Allow the earth to hold you. You can allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Maybe you'll start to observe that your new natural rhythm is a little bit slower. I'm going to leave you for the next few moments in silence. I want you to really take this time to rest, and I promise you, I will wake you when it's time. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release. Welcome back. Start to just gently move your feet, wiggling your toes, pressing each fingertip into the thumb, rocking your head back and forth, side to side on the earth, giving yourself time to come on back. No rush. When you're feeling like you can sit up, first roll over into a fetal posture and then allow yourself to come on up into a seat, taking your time. Once you are seated and upright, I'll ask that you bring your palms together into a prayer position. And once your palms get there, we're going to generate some heat. And we're going to bring that heat, that love, to anywhere on the body that needs it. Bring our palms into our prayer position. We'll just start generating this love, this fire, this heat. Thank yourself for showing up for practice today. You've just done something amazing for your mind, your body, and your spirit. Until next time, I hope that you are amazing out in the world. And if for whatever reason that is not true, please reach out. And if you're not reaching out to me, that you're reaching out to somebody else in the world who you feel trusted, who you feel like you can trust. Thank you for being here with me. Have a wonderful day.